Question, real estate in California. What the Seriously, can someone help? What's an escrow? What's an ARM? What is an REO? What is pre-approval? Can I get pre-approval? Why is inventory so low? Why are interest rates so high? Oh, interest rates not so high? How low is low? How not so high is right.
Before you go down the road of questions, get expert help at championsofhome.com. California Association of Realtors. Who's your realtor?
I'm Sarah Austin Janess, The Moth's executive producer and longtime host of The Moth podcast. Every week, we share true stories told live and without notes by real people from all walks of life. Stories about disastrous haircuts, May-December romances, photographing Pluto, fighting for justice, and so much more. Some stories make you laugh, some make you think, and many stay with you long after they're told. Discover the power of story. Follow and listen to The Moth wherever you get your podcasts.
And the crowd goes wild. I'm Andrew Larder from marketingsharks.com. This is Hot Internet Marketing Products, a podcast. We're looking today, Marlon Sanders just released a new product called Zero to Audience. And the zero part means a couple of things. One is zero, like you've got no subscribers. The other is zero, like you don't have to spend any money. And the money part, I guess, would be the $17.97 for Marlon Sanders' guide to how to use social media like the big guys do to get these huge lists that make you money. Let's take a look inside. Like I say, fresh out today. I'm going to do a quick scroll inside. The link in the podcast description will take you to my site at marketingsharks.com. Zero to audience should be the post you get to there. If not, search for Marlon Sanders, search for Zero to Audience, TO. That'll find it, whatever you need to do. I think there's about 10 modules. So I'll skip blah, blah, blah. There's bonuses. I'm going to show you how to do everything. And then they break it down to lots of big, here we go. So there's different inside each module. And all I'm going to do is read you the title of it. And you click the link to come from the podcast to my site at Marketing Sharks. You click the, what do we got there it's the Miracle of Seed Marketing. So I just used that from Marlon Sanders' site. Click that and it'll take you to Zero to Audience. So, or there's a couple links at the bottom that you can do that as well. So you get to this page and let's just rumble through again. It's under $20. If you don't know Marlon Sanders, he's probably been doing this since 1893. Okay, maybe 1973, but it's like he's been doing direct marketing. He's been doing online when there was no online. He's been doing bulletin boards when there was no internet. You get it. He's been doing it for 30, 40 years and making money, showing people how to do it. He's the old dog of internet marketing, but he, as you'll see, knows a little bit about making money today as well as what worked 40 years ago. So here we go. See if this doesn't sound like he had something to teach you for under $20. Module 1, Substack Notes, the platform that rewards generosity with subscribers. Wow. So here they go into detail. I'll let you read through the detail about it. Module 2, Reddit, the traffic fire hose that will destroy you if you aim it wrong. Obviously, there's some skill to using Reddit. Module 3, Pinterest, the search engine that sends traffic for years, not days. It's a visual search engine. There's people pulling in all sorts of traffic from Pinterest. I'll let you read about that as well. Module 4, YouTube Shorts, 200 billion views a day and 74% go to people nobody's heard of, non-subscribers. Interesting. It's designed to give newcomers a shot. So that's there. Module 5, Newsletter Cross Promotions, how to borrow other people's audiences for free. And here's the subtitle. The fastest way to grow an email list is to appear in front of someone else's warm, engaged readers. Here's how to do it without a budget, a big list, or a fancy pitch. Wow. Cut right to putting I'll call it your ad, your letter, your email, your post in front of somebody else's 10,000 person list instead of working for years to build your own list. That's pretty smart right there, isn't it? I think that'd be worth $20, just that. Here we go again. Module 6, giveaways, the fastest way to add hundreds of subscribers in days. And he says here, a giveaway done right converted at 34%, produced leads at 17 cents each. Done wrong, it fills your list with people who will never buy. And as he says, the difference is one decision. Wow. Let's keep going. That's modules. And here we go. Module 7, Facebook groups, how to get clients and subscribers from communities you don't own. And so they go, the advice to build your own Facebook group is backwards for beginners. Here's what actually works and what one documented coach's first 5 clients all have in common. Again, this whole thing under $20. Here we go. Reviving a cold Facebook group, special addendum. If you have a Facebook group with hundreds or thousands of members, but nobody shows up, not even to your live streams, this addendum explains exactly why, gives you the 30-day fix to get people active in your Facebook group. Again, that can make you a fortune right there. You've already done the work. High volume publishing, how one piece of content becomes 30 without writing 30 things. And as he says, volume creates discovery, quality creates retention. And there's a system that gives you both in about 2 hours per week. They got a whole system for that. I'm going to keep going because that was module 9. Cold, direct outreach, the precision tool that gets you clients within days. And so he says here, cold email is the most misused and most powerful audience building tool in existence. Here's who it works for and the technical setup that determines whether the copy even matters. Because if they don't look at the title, if they don't click the title, if all you said was XXX, they would never see it. It would never matter. Fascinating. First line of cold emails, very important. Or all emails, really. Module 10, lead magnets, the engine that converts all this traffic into subscribers. Every platform in this system brings people to a moment of choice. The lead magnet is what tips that decision. And then here's what makes the way they deal with lead magnets different. So that's 10 different modules. If you don't think that's worth $20 to your future, learning how to use Substack, Reddit, Pinterest, YouTube, newsletters, giveaways, Facebook groups, fixing Facebook groups, high volume content, cold direct outreach, lead magnets. And I will add one more thing, that you can take the same email part that they talk about in the cold direct outreach, and what's called a DM is a direct message. So on many of the social media sites, you can go right at somebody and go, hey, I thought you might be interested in, I'm going to use a new car because it just popped into my head. So we're selling cars. I'm just making this up completely. I saw your post about your 1969 Impala. You sound like you could use a new car. Contact me here. Something that grabs them, and maybe you're not doing a million of these, but you're doing 5 or 10 super targeted, direct, right to the person posts, and they are, you're wasting your time if you don't make it very personal, very much of interest, and grab them. And that could work really well too, because instead of having one subscriber, I don't know what that's worth, but maybe say it's worth $1. How about one, so we're talking cars, one test driver. So he's not just a subscriber. He's not just, hey, that sounds interesting. He's not just responding to an email. He's coming to the dealership in this example and jumping into your, whatever your brand new Jeep is, and going, hey, this is quite a bit different than my, what did I say, 1969 Impala? Heck yeah. So that's just, I'm using that example, but the same thing will be true of all sorts of other niches. And again, this whole thing from Marlon Sanders, $20. And he says, what would it be worth to you to have a list of 1,000 responsive buyers? So not 1,000 people on a list and nobody responds. That's kind of worthless, and maybe you can work on it. What about 1,000 responsive buyers? How about 1,000 people that are like, hey, 20, 40, 50, 100 people respond when you send something out? That could be worth a fortune, a literal fortune, no matter what niche you're in. So Marlon's showing you how to do it. He's showing you how to do it for under $20. Click the link in the podcast description. I've rambled on too long, but you do get the idea of all the information that's in this for $20, $17.39 as I'm speaking right now. Fresh out today. click the link in the podcast, go check it out at my site, then click the product box or the links and grab a copy for under $20. It will change your life, your results, your leads, your response of other people responding to what you do. So if you could write an email and have, I don't know, 2 people send you back a response and nobody actually do anything, that's sad. Now imagine writing the exact same email, you haven't changed a single thing, but you have 1,000 interested, active, responsive people. How about you get 40 responses? How about you get 10, 15, 20 sales out of that? How about that happens every time you send an email and it grows over time? That's what Marlon's setting up for you here. Again, it's called Zero to Audience. Click the link, check it out. I'm Andrew Larder from marketingsharks.com. Marlon Sanders is a guru and he's giving you everything he's got for under $20. Click the link and go check it out. Enjoy.